everybody, welcome back. Judah with Tango Wisdom. Today I want to do a little education. So I want to talk about core and breathing. So let's first just talk about a little bit of breathing. So we have 3 diaphragms. We have a diaphragm here, we have a diaphragm here, and then we have a diaphragm here. So we have the upper thoracic diaphragm, we have the diaphragm for respiration that we're all mostly familiar with, and then we have a pelvic floor diaphragm. Each one of these diaphragms is like a dome that goes around the middle of the body and kind of separates portions and keeps the containment of top and bottom and this movement in the middle. So when we breathe, we're breathing and we're allowing our lungs to take in oxygen, but our diaphragms participate a tremendous amount because our breathing literally massages our organs, keeps elasticity through the lungs. Our nose filters air, so I want to very specifically say breathe through your nose all the time. When you breathe through your mouth, you're literally losing a tremendous amount of carbon dioxide that off-puts the way that your body literally absorbs oxygen into the tissues. So look up Bohr effect if you're interested in that. If you're curious, I can talk more about that specifically. But right now, let's just speak about the basics. Keeping elasticity through the body, staying calm. So it's also very key for the central nervous system, breathing through the nose, because it regulates your ability to stay in a parasympathetic state versus a sympathetic state that is acute and stress. Stress is all the time, but if we can contain and nose breathe, it doesn't go too far and cause us to start to do this rapid breath. So breathe through your nose all the time, especially when you're dancing. Who wants to hear someone panting in their ear by breathing through their mouth? It will help your endurance as well. So when we're breathing through our nose, we are literally massaging our core, and if I could use the term, strengthening it, because a core should be elastic and fluid and supple and able to adapt, since we are not a solid structure and our spine is not ill-equipped for our multi-dimensional and multifaceted and multi-layered bodies to deal with gravity. We need a fluid core that can help us find our balance in any position. You've already seen us work through some of those in the practices. So if we tuck our pelvis, we are stopping the pelvic floor diaphragm from actually moving because you're squeezing your pelvic floor. You're not only doing that, you're taking the pubic symphysis away from actually being a part of your pelvic floor by bringing it forward, which then means that there's this perfect hole going straight down that when you sneeze, all kinds of prolapse or accidental soiling your underwear, just to be very frank. But if you let the pelvic floor relax, you let the pubic symphysis joint, the bone, move back, it supports the pelvic floor and supports the constant movement happening here. It also, and I want to show you here, I got to dress up today because I want you to see my belly. So when I pull my belly in or tuck my core, it flattens, but then it protrudes here because my organs have nowhere to go. And then I try to breathe, and it goes only so far. So I'm literally jacking myself up into my neck. But if I let that go, I can breathe really easily. And yes, I have a little belly, but hey, it's kind of normal. I have organs inside of there, and they need a place to live. And so if I've got a nice fluid breathing, right, and I'm doing this on purpose so that you can see, because I can still talk and I can move everything. It's not necessarily the practice, but it's the idea of just letting this be relaxed, letting the core be from the back of your sinuses all the way down the front of your spine. So that it goes all the way down, not even just past the pelvis, but into your feet. Because your core is this central line that connects you to gravity. it isn't just relegated to here. So I'm going to ask you, stop tucking the pelvis, stop holding in your core, let your pelvic floor relax. Yes, it will make you feel a little bit vulnerable, but hey, why shouldn't I feel the entirety of my body? And give it a chance to, again, find its central axis, find its neutral position, and be fluid and supple. You have multiple muscles and tissues that really need that massaging and movement in addition to your organs. Your core are not these rock solid abs here. Your core is this deep space inside of you, which is where you find your axis. Enjoy.